Hello and welcome to Kingsford Smith Park here in beautiful Ballina for the match between the country under-23s and the Scotland Bravehearts. Beautiful conditions here in Ballina. I think it has been all week. Alongside of me, we've got Chock Anderson for the Country Rugby League. It's a beautiful day. Thanks, Chock, for joining me.
Thanks, Paul, for giving us the opportunity.
Yes, it's a magnificent crowd that's poured in here. It's not exactly full, but a good crowd on hand here for this clash to see the Scotland, the Bravehearts here playing their tour match before the big World Cup. So it's an important game for Scotland, but also for the country under-23s. We just don't know what will come out of this for some of these young fellas.
Yeah, last week we were down at Wagga where we played Samoa and we performed very well. And hopefully we can perform a little bit better today and get away and get a win for us. The under-23 competition, it's a new thing that's happening in Country Rugby League, and we're looking forward to a really good display and also some of the talent that's there and still a pathway for the National Rugby League.
Well, we can see the Bravehearts there on your screen. That's the Scottish side, and it's a big occasion for these guys too. And just waiting for the CRL side to come out onto the paddock. They've been out here for the last 10 minutes warming up, and they've just gone into the sheds. Last minute instructions from Josh Cale.
And Andrew Ryan and Adam.
Adam Perry. It's a star-studded coaching staff for Country Rugby League.
They've been fantastic to us, and it's really great to have such good people looking after our sides.
Well, while we've got the Scottish team on the field, I'll quickly go through the lineup. We've got David Scott at fullback. He's the captain, and it's the first time captaining Scotland as the country team come out onto the field. Got Lachlan Stone, Ben Helliwell, Jared Anderson, Will Oakes making his Scottish debut, Oscar Thomas, Alex Walker at halfback. The front rows are Sam Brooks and Kieran Moran. Kane Bentley is at hooker. Brendan Wilkinson, Frankie Marino and Andrew Bentley. The subs are Liam Forlan, Lewis Clark, James Bell, Johnny Walker, Shane Toll and Luke Westman. As the country boys are out there on the field.
I think that Scottish side stole a few of their country players too.
Yeah. That was the Scottish national anthem. national anthem there before we get things underway. Quickly go through the countryside. Jamie Gilmay is at fullback. Jedediah Simican on the wing with Kyle Kennedy. The centres are Riley Thomas and Jacob Gagai. In the centre, 5'8", we've got Kuri Apodi, Jack Hickson at halfback. Front rowers are Roman Philippi and Mitchell Shaw. Hookers Jared Smith, Jake Lawrence, Tory Fredman Key and Josh Baker are the back rows. On the bench we've got Lincoln Smith, Brett Solomon, Luke Higgins, Brendan Hagen, and Samuel Keenan, Cleveland McGee and Jake Wheeler. The referee is Matt Checkham. So looking for a big match. Have you got a tip?
Well, on last week's display, I did have to say our side, the countryside, by 6 points.
We're just waiting for the ref, and we're underway. Checkham gets us underway, and country running right to left, and Scotland will pick up the ball and just get over the 20-metre line. Plenty of country jerseys there to meet the big number 8 in Sam Brooks. Bentley at dummy half.
Paul, there's a fair breeze behind Scotland in this first half too, or first quarter.
It's been a warm day here in Ballina today, and it's certainly cooled off the last hour or so. That was Andrew Bentley just slowly getting to his feet. Kane Bentley at dummy half, goes for a scamper, just gets over the 40-metre zone. Philippi and Tory Key in the tackle. There we go, the kick down the field from Oscar Thomas. Taken there by Jamie Gilmay, Lakes United Seagulls fullback. And he's met by 3 Bravehearts in defence, getting up to about the 20-metre zone. So, first set by Scotland, they got through it okay. A good set to start with.
Yeah, I thought he should have found the grass. I think he found the grass there. It would have been a lot better kick, but a pretty good chase, just the same.
So, country just short of the 40-metre zone. So, go through the hands, cuts out Lawrence. This is Gagai. Gagai almost gets around, but it's a very good tackle there from the number 20 for Scotland. He's got his name here on the sheet. We'll try and get that sorted for you. This is Baker taking it forward, just into Scotland's line. That was Helliwell that made the tackle. Slow play the ball. Jared Smith goes to the pody. He puts it high in the air. Will this effect has come down? Oh, some bodies there. It was a good take in the end. So both teams getting through their first set okay. Thomas at dummy half. Heavily there by a country brick wall, you could say. And Scotland just taking this out of their zone. And one thing I've got to say, Chuck, the first penalty of the match. So Scotland will get a piggyback out of their territory. One thing I've got to say, Chuck, it's good to see a country in the traditional maroon and gold strip. Or was it burgundy and gold? I don't know. But
no, it's maroon and gold, and maybe down the track we might have to change their colours to be a blue.
Blue? Blue and gold? Taking over studio. So Scotland back underway now, 30 metres out from the try line. That was Kieran Moran wrapped up in the tackle. Bentley a dummy half. They go to the right side. There's Walker. Good flick pass out the back from Helliwell, and they're in Scotland. The number 3, Lachlan Steen's over. So the Bravehearts get the first try of the match. And, well, very good start. Very polished finish there from Scotland.
Yeah, very good start. We got caught on this side here, the grandstand side, and there was 3 on 2, and they made us pay. I have to improve that in that corridor.
Here's the replay on the screen here as Alex Walker rents the line. Lovely cut-out pass to Helliwell, and the Gidley flick finds Lachlan Stone in the corner. And a super start, 3 minutes into the match. Just a reminder for our viewers, if you're tuning into Bar TV or the Country Rugby League, that it's 4 20-minute quarters here today, or tonight, or this morning, wherever you're viewing from. You're probably viewing from England and Scotland. So Oscar Thomas, now half a metre in from the sideline. Great pictures here from Kane, our cameraman. Thomas comes in. strikes it well. It's coming around, but it's not going to come around enough. So the score will remain Scotland 4, Country 0 here. And it's just under 4 minutes gone in this match. So perfect start for Scotland, but Country, they'll just have to watch out down that right-hand side.
Yes, we got caught out there, so we'll have to spread a lot better. We'll have to get the ball down there, keep them down there and make them work away from it.
So we're back underway now. Looks like it's going to be Brooks that's going to take it forward. A bit hard to see over that far side of the ground, so apologies if I get a few of the numbers wrong during this commentary. We've had change in jerseys, numbers and everything here, names and you name it, it's all happening. Well, a lost ball, but referee says penalty. So it must have been a hand in there from Philippi, the South Newcastle front rower. So right on halfway. Scotland get another chance. Penalties 2-0, score 4-0, and we're back underway. So Country just need to hold out Scotland here, or they'll get a bit of a roll on. And they've got a bit of a roll on at the moment. Up to the 30-metre zone. So they go to the left side now. No, Bentley decides to go himself. He's flicked it out the back. It's gone anywhere. And it'll be the other Bentley picking that up, Andrew Bentley.
He's down hurt, they hook it too.
Kane Bentley's down. Might have copped one to the nose. Thomas runs to the line, gives the ball. The number 5's got out the side. That's David Scott, the captain. David Scott playing his first game as captain for Scotland. And his referee's called time off. Not sure what for us. Scott's down on the ground. Hope he's all right. First game as captain, he's come through the Scottish system over there, through the academy. So it's great to see a local product from Scotland coming through and captaining the side tonight.
Could be a sort of a knee injury, sort of go, he went in a bit awkward there.
Well, walked out the field earlier this morning, and the ground is well, it's quite lush. It's soft out there. Most of the Scots, they will be used to soft fields in the north of England.
They had a lot of rain here early on in the week, so it's a credit to the Ballina community for bringing this ground up as good as it is.
It's a great setup here at Kingston Smith Park, home of the Ballina Seagulls. Won the Northern Rivers Regional League competition up here, 2017. They won 4 out of 5, I believe. It's a very strong club here in Ballina, the Ballina Seagulls.
I think he's up and he's okay.
And that's good news for Scott. That's good news for the Bravehearts. And Checken calls time on. So trainers go up the field, and we're back underway through Moran. Charging to the line. Almost over the line. The Country defence hold him up. Oh, we've got another time off.
He held up over the line.
So we're back underway. Bentley at dummy half. This is Thomas. Puts it on the toe in the corner. It's gone down for Helliwell. But it looks like that's Kennedy has taken the ball for Country. And he's gone in goal, so we're going to have a line drop out.
Country has a big drop out here and get them up this end of the ground and hopefully play for a mistake. So get the ball out wide and hopefully score a try.
The potty to get us underway again. And it'll be Scott that takes it. Offloads that to Moran, who charges forward, met by about 4 Country defenders. So they go the left side now. Thomas again, getting plenty of ball early, Thomas. So they go the short side again. Running to line, pop the pass, it's gone down, so that's the mistake Country wanted. And we'll have a scrum 10 metres out from their own try line. So Scotland looking pretty dangerous.
So it goes back there, we've got a 20-minute tap here, so they might have knocked on over the line or kicked the ball dead, I just couldn't see.
So Country will bring it out now. Jared Smith at dummy half, he finds the number 2, and it's Jake Wheeler from the West Belconnen Club, I believe. And Country get their first penalty of the match. Queanbeyan United, I beg your pardon. For all those local Canberra Rugby League supporters watching. feel free to...
There's a fair breeze there. I watched that ball in the... I did at Farb. I come back with the breeze, so hopefully we and I'm saying New South Wales country, do get the wind in the second half.
This is Cleveland. Is it Cleveland McGee up there on the field? No, it's Phillip. I beg your pardon. So they go through the hands. That's Nixon. Short ball to Lawrence. Tries to get through. It's eventually wrapped up there by the Scottish defence. About 22 out from the Scottish line. So Smith goes for a scamper from dummy half. Centre field now.
If they keep going the other side, there is a chance on the other side. We come back this side. So
left through Nixon. Out the back to a party. He finds Gagai. Gagai, he always seems to get through that first tackle. He does it every weekend for Lakes United. There's Nixon again on the toe. It's not a bad kick with a win. We've got the great take from Freeman Key. Tory Freeman Key.
He went for we'd knocked it on, so.
Tory Freeman Key, the CRL Player of the Year. Outstanding season down in the Canberra Rugby League. So, Scotland dodge a bullet there. Pops a pass out the back. Got some numbers here. This is Thomas again. Up to the 30-metre zone. So, I'll tell you what, that crowd on the hill on the far side, that's built up very quickly over there. So, I'd say a lot of the locals, they've knocked off work. Maybe they've had a few down at the local pub and have come to the ground. There's Bentley to Thomas. This is Walker. Alex Walker, he's got the number 1 jersey. He's playing 5'8", and Oscar Thomas is playing at halfback. Bentley goes to short side. That's Marino. So just over halfway now. Bentley short side again, stabs it on the toe. It's going to find touch. So not a bad kick there, not a bad way to finish the set for Scotland. Jamie Gilmore there on your screen, fullback for Lakes United Seagulls.
Played very well last week. He was one of our best players, along with Tory Freeman. They were two standouts last week, and hopefully they can do the same here tonight.
So, country, you said they played Samoa last week. How long does it take to get the boys together and to gel like this? Coming from
all the boys, a week before the Samoa game, they all come together at a training session in Sydney. Then they all come together on the Tuesday night, and we're in Wagga on the Wednesday. So don't forget these blokes come from all over the country, and it's very difficult to get them there and training. But it's great how they've all gelled together, and its credit goes to the coaching staff.
Well, country get another penalty, and they'll find themselves almost in Scotland territory now. They are. So, looking to offload the pass there, but can't get rid of it. Smith at dummy half, finds a pody. Short pass there. It was looked like Shaw trying to offload that pass there. Jared Smith at dummy half again. A pody out the back to Hickson. Hickson runs to the line. He's wrapped up well there by Walker and Bentley, and referee Chicken seen the knock on.
So I think that was on his blind side. I think it was pulled out, but I might be a little bit biased here.
Well, if you're on the Facebook, on the Twitter, drop us a line here at bartvsports.com. Cover all your grassroots sport, and we're also dipping the toe into England. We covered the London local grand final this year between Hammersmith Hills Hoist and London Chargers. So if you're watching in the UK, you can catch a bit of our stuff over there, or our local country rugby league stuff. Canberra Rugby League, Newcastle Rugby League, Illawarra, South Coast. So Scotland now up to the 40-metre zone. Bentley at dummy half. It's the big number 8, Sam Brooks for Scotland. So they go the right side. That's Marino again. So the Bravehearts looking all right so far. Bentley goes for a scamper from dummy half.
He's a bit of a live wire, though, Bentley.
Yeah, he playing for Darlington Point, I believe.
Oh, right, one of ours.
Yeah. So it goes high again, down in the corner. It's a very good take by Wheeler. And, well, referee Matt Chicken, he's pointed to the in goals again. So it looks like it's going to be another line drop out. But that was a very good take there from Wheeler over that far side.
Very good kick, too. Just put us under a lot of pressure. Gives it another 6 tackles.
So Scotland, they haven't put a foot wrong so far, except for the couple of penalties, but referees like blowing their whistle. We're back underway with Walker. Gives this to Moran. Up to the 30-metre zone. So what can Scotland do here? So they go to the left side. Bentley to Bentley. It's Kane to Andrew. Right side Walker again. This is Marino. Looking to get an arm free, but can't this time. He had Helliwell marks on the outside. They go the short side again through Walker. Must be close down there. About 2-3 metres out from the line. They go the short side again through Bentley. So they like something down that right side. Here we go again. This is Stone. He got the first try. So last tackle now for Scotland. Thomas with the ball, puts it on the toe, down low, and it's going to bounce. Oh, there's some Scottish players there, but it's got they're appealing for a try. Very hard to see from this vantage point.
I think it's a try.
He's given a try. So Scotland get their second try. And there's a couple of local Scottish supporters here in the crowd. Good to see. And we're just trying to work out who scored that try, because there was certainly plenty of bodies around the ball. Our vantage point, we're back up here on the 20-metre zone up the other end, so very hard to see, but we'll get you a replay shortly of that. But Scotland, their second try of the game, so 14 minutes in, they lead 8-0 with a kick to come. Here we go again. There, and it looks like it is the number 5, David Scott. So congratulations, David Scott, captaining the side today. For the first time, Oscar Thomas makes no mistake with the conversion, and it is the Bravehearts 10, country under 23's 0 here after 16 minutes of play.
Yeah, very nice little kick there on the last tackle. Bounced up really well for the Scotland side, and unfortunately not for us.
So we're back underway. Just a reminder, it's 4 quarters in this game. And good break down the sideline there. It's an Andrew Brentley on the side. You can't quite see up there. It's our vantage point. We're a bit low down here, unfortunately. But we're doing the best we can, Chock, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
Here's Thomas. Inside ball to Moran. So Scotland with another chance for 4 quarter time. This is Brooks, out the back to Thomas, links up with Walker. Well, a bit of a juggle there from Scott. Steen tries to jag around, but he's eventually wrapped up. Quick play the ball. It's Helliwell. Last tackle here for Scotland. What can they do? That wind's picked up. It's got a bit stronger. Thomas puts it. It's not a bad kick over into the corner. Wheeler's there to clean it up. Wheeler's wrapped up. So country get out of their zone now. So impressive stuff by the Bravehearts, but country under 23s. A lot of these boys, it's only their second time they've played together. So it's early days.
A bit low the ball, Scotland too. So we just have to hold them to the quarter time, and then come back and see where we go from there.
So it goes on the toe from a party. Going down, it'll be Lachlan Stone that pick it up. No. So David Scott will have a run. So Stein will go for a run now, just over the 40-metre zone. That'll be the number 20. That's Ben Helliwell out there. He's been playing out wide. It's a wide corridor. Now he's moved into the centre of the field. Thomas. Well, difficult
Here
pass.
we go.
Around the show. Tory Freeman Key's got it. He's got support. And they're going to score. The Country boys under 23s are over their first try. Riley Thomas scores. Country under 23s first try. 10-4 with a kick to come.
That's what we needed. He's right back in the game.
Just a mistake. Brendan Wilkinson, I think it was, the back rower for Scotland, overran the pass, juggled it, and Tory Freeman Key was on the spot to collect it. Found Riley Thomas.
Former Cessnock boy.
There you go. Riley Thomas these days plies his trade at the West Belconnen Warriors down in the Canberra Raiders Cup.
Again, see, Tory Freeman grabbed the ball, knew he had pace outside him, and give it to Riley, who scores under the post.
Great camera work there from Liam. Cameraman, they do a great job at Bar TV. So it'll be Hickson. We've got Brendan O'Hagan on the field, sorry, number 17. As I said, they threw a few spinners in the works, both teams, changing the jerseys. It's definitely Brendan O'Hagan out there from the Berkeley Vale Club down the Central Coast. Makes no mistake, so Country 6, Scotland 10. And we've got about 30 seconds or so before half time. So it's what Country needed, was to hit back. They did.
Well, we need that try just to keep us in the game at least to half time, because I think in the second half we'll get the ball in and just keep it down there, because I think they're starting to tire a little bit, Scotland.
So it doesn't look like they want to continue here. We might go into quarter time. They're throwing the ball around. A bit like under sevens at the moment. So Oscar Thomas will get us back underway, kicking down into the corner, heading towards the Richmond River. That's a great take there from Hickson. And taking it back there is Mitchell Shaw. So O'Hagan on the field, he converted that goal. He looks like he's gone into dummy half.
Very good player, Hagan from the Central Coast.
I just saw the Country bench there on screen. A few of the boys, I'll get minutes tonight. Looks like Higgins taking it forward, just up to the 40-metre zone. So they go to the right side through their hands. I said, a good opportunity tonight for some of these Country under 23s. Hopefully getting contracts, whether it be New South Wales Cup, maybe the NRL, maybe over in the UK. But, doing good stuff for Country at the moment. Here goes Scotland again now. Just over the 40-metre zone. Scamper from dummy half and jersey 24, which we haven't been supplied with, so there's another spinner in the works just to make things a bit more interesting for us up here.
Yeah. They've dropped it again, we've got the ball.
So Country pick it up again, and well, he's got space to move again, Thomas. He's going to get around him. Oh, brilliant tackle. Back out the side is a party.
Beautiful try.
And Country's in for their second try of the night. And we're 10-all with a kick to come. Brilliant stuff from Country.
And Paul, another mistake by Scotland there, and we just capitalised on the mistakes. And that's what we did last week. We kept coming back and making the opposition make mistakes, and we capitalised on it. Good football, again by Riley Thomas, the former Cessnock boy. And to all the people in Cessnock today.
G'day, yep. We'll be all and the locals there in Cessnock enjoying a couple of quart ales. And, well, right on the stroke of quarter time. Well done from Jake Wheeler as well to get the pass away, and Riley Thomas, Johnny on the spot. Good a tackle there from David Scott coming across in cover. But good stuff there from Country. So, can they go into quarter time with a lead, or will we see it 10-all? Have I just put the knocker on him? So O'Hagan again, Brendan O'Hagan.
Yep.
one game of Holden Cup for the Newcastle Knights. Brendan O'Hagan and the Berkeley Vale Panthers. And he's about 10 in from touch on that hillside. Seems like the wind's just died down this end, so we'll see how he goes. Strikes it well, it's holding up in the breeze, and it's just short.
Yeah.
So, at quarter time, it remains 10-all between the country under-23s and the Scotland Bravehearts here at Kingsford Smith Oval here in Ballina. And a good crowd's turned up for this fixture here tonight. It's, the boys will just take a 2-minute water drinks break.
Yeah, it might be 5, but anyway, we've come back 10-all. So it's a good result for us here, especially if we can hold them again this half or this quarter into the breeze, and then to see that breeze has come up again now. It's coming in gusts, so we can get them down here and maybe a few 40-20s. Well,
yeah, well, that breeze maybe has followed us. This same crew were up at Noosa last week, taking charge of the Noosa Sevens in the other rugby code, and I'll tell you what, it was like a tornado up there, and we had no breeze here about 2 hours ago, and now we've got a bit of a gust, so hopefully the rain stays away.
That's right, don't look too bad. The President's starting to bank up down to the south, but all the boys have been fantastic in camp all this week, a few days, had a few swims, and have been listening to our fantastic coaches, our professional coaches in Adam, Bobcat and Josh, and it's great to have them people around these boys like this, because it gives them the opportunity, hopefully a pathway of going further in the game.
Yeah, it certainly does. Just with that, with country, they got any more games in the pipeline for next season? Or too early to...
Hopefully, we're saying hopefully, we're probably going to look at Papua New Guinea. Because next year, the Australian side is, I don't think they're going there next year. So we might be able to fill that gap and take 16s, 18s and the seniors over there. So hopefully we'll look into that and again promote rugby league in these areas.
Well, there's certainly a lot of nations popping up. We had trials down in Sydney a couple of weeks ago with El Salvador and Hungary and Latvia, and these nations wanting to start up. Maybe country can play a few of those teams in years to come and help those nations get developed.
Well, I think it's a great initiative by the country rugby league to have under 23s, because it still gives them that opportunity and to go to some of these emerging countries and promote the game of rugby league.
Well, certainly one player I'm looking forward to seeing you get on the paddock. I hope he does. Is the winger Jedediah Simican from the Queanbeyan Roos. He can play fullback, centre, wing.
Very exciting player.
Electrifying speed. Look out for him. He's not on at the moment. He's on the bench, so hopefully we'll see him on the field. And Jacob Gagai. He's touched the ball a couple of times and looked dangerous. Younger brother of Dane, of course, from used to be the Knights, now South Sydney Rabbitohs. So about to get underway for the second quarter. Seems a bit strange saying second quarter.
Second quarter, yeah.
So Matt Checken gets us underway. You can see that kick off. It holds off in the breeze. It's just stayed up there for an eternity. It seemed like up in that wind, but eventually come down in Scotland and just short of their 30-metre zone. So that's Wilkinson. He spilt that ball before that led to the country try, so we hold on to that one. Scots again, what can they do? Up to the 40-metre zone. Bentley again looking pretty dangerous out there. He links up with Walker. Got through the tackle of Gagai, but eventually he's wrapped up. Higgins in the tackle. So they go to the short side again. That time the pass goes to no one, but Steen there on the wing cleans it up. Coach Josh Cale on the sideline threw his arms up in the air about something. He was standing.
Yeah, I think there might have been a bit of an obstruction here, but
he was standing behind us in the box, but he's gone down onto the sideline. So we're back underway. Scott puts it on the toe. It's going to go down to Gurmeyer, and he takes it comfortably. That wind is swirling down there, so it was a really good take there from Gurmeyer in the air. So just up to the 20 metre zone of the countryside. Scamper from dummy half. Got Jake Wheeler out there. This is Higgins.
He comes from very good stock, Higgins. His father, Craig, a very good footballer over the years. And I think he played with Waratah and West and played for Newcastle for quite a number of years. He plays with South Newcastle.
Cody looked like he had some numbers there on the outside. He had Freddie Key waiting, so decided to hang on to the ball. Goes back, Hickson kicks it down, but Scott's going to be there to take it. So this is Steen charging it forward. So Moran will go into dummy half, I beg your pardon, it's Halliwell. Takes it up to the 40 metre zone. So we're setting up are they here to the left. That's Wilkinson. Big hit. Picked him up, driven him into the turf. So here we go again, Scotland. Thomas. Linking up here. This is the number 12 out there for Scotland, Marino. Good tackle there from Gagai. Hickson helped out. Thomas runs back into the line. Lawrence there to make the tackle. It's the last one here for Scotland. What have they got up their sleeve? The short side again through Walker. Runs to the line, gives it to Steen, kicks it back in field, but Gilmore's there to clean it up. I tell you what, O'Hagan had a shot at the ball, but decided to let it go for Gilmore. Could have been dangerous, but Country will take this out of their own 20 metre zone again. Not a bad finish there for the set of 6 there from the Bravehearts. This is Higgins again. Up to the 30 metre zone.
Paul, I thought they went the wrong side there with that kick. They had a lot of players lined out on the open side and went to blind and then kicked. I think they'll have to do better than that. So
they're favouring that right side in attack. Maybe they've been
again,
watching
we kicked straight to him.
So it'll be Scott again, the skipper for the Scottish side today.
But that might be a ploy. Look at the Scotland forwards just starting to walk back. They're still not back there. So
these warm conditions have been here since Tuesday, I believe. The Scots camp just up the road. They've loved the weather. They've loved the hospitality of the locals. They're on a plane to
that might be a problem.
Could be. So that's Bentley charging in like a forward. Andrew Bentley, and we've got a penalty. So it's the first penalty of the quarter. So
I think referee got mixed up there. He's waiting for the other referee to come and give the penalty there.
Yeah, well, it was difficult for the NRL referees in particular too to go from 2 to 1.
Yeah, last week we had referee Cummings, a referee fantastic, and that's very difficult because they've been used to 2 referees, and now they've back to 1. He's getting a bit mixed up there.
This is Brooks.
I think the World Cup, there's only 1 referee.
So here we go again. That's Johnny Walker. Pops it out the back. It's been picked up by James Bell. So close to the line now.
Yeah.
That's Bentley. Short pass into the lines. Popped out the back. Johnny Walker is close. And we've got a penalty. So it's gone Country's way.
Yeah,
so he
offside.
Looks like
I think he might have dropped the ball and the ball went forward. And
so a let off there for the Country side. Here we go again on the replay. Pops it out the back. Walker's close. I've been for a shepherd possibly. Is that what he's called? I'm not sure what that one was.
No, double movement.
Right. So you can't call a shepherd when the player's been tackled in front.
Obstruction there.
Obstruction. Yeah. So we're back underway. Country. Oh, that's a strong hit over the top. Andrew Bentley. And referee checking doesn't like it and says it's a bit high, Mr. Bentley. And Country will get their first penalty this quarter. There's Jamie Gilmore there on screen. Bit of a smile. So O'Hagan will look to find touch. It's coming towards our commentary box. Spectators dropping that. It's just right near the beer tent. So Lawrence gets us back underway. 39 out from the Bravehearts try line. Can they get their third of the night? So that's a good run there. It's Cleveland McGee on the field. Had a great season down in Canberra as well. So Hickson puts it through the hands to go at the bat to Gulmeyer. Links up, lovely pass out there. Back inside to Thomas. And the ball goes down and well, Scotland could dodge a ball there.
There's a bit of space out wide on that side. I think we scored 2 tries that side. We nearly scored a third one. So I know the other 2 or 3 mistakes, but there's certainly plenty of space at that side.
Yes, and pace with Weather and Thomas. They're certainly getting around their opposites. What can Scotland do here? They're just going to work this out. We're thinking about packing a scrum.
Yeah, the crowd has built up on that far hill, and there's plenty of people here in the grandstand and in the club and along the front.
Shane Toll. This is David Scott. Making it onto the 20. So a few subs being made by the Scotty side. Put it down. Ben Halliwell's dropped these lollies. Country will get another chance here now. Here we go again. This is Baker here.
Good pass.
Close to the bag, O'Hagan. So O'Hagan takes it to the 10-metre zone. Move it centre field. Cleveland McGee. Chopped down there by Bell, but didn't get much further than that. So we'll go the right side again. A party short pass, and Tory Freeman Keys dropped the ball, and we'll have another scrum.
Yeah, a bit scrappy there. I thought Scotland were up a little bit quick, but they got away with it. So we've made a mistake. Scrum goes down, and they have to get up the other end of the field.
They do look good on that right edge, Country. Every time they go there, they hang on to it. Well, it'll be trouble for Scotland. It's Marino just off the field at the moment and just going for a bit of a bike ride. What have you done that in your day?
The only bikes we used to ride was the way that when we used to get to the game.
And Scotland get another penalty. Back out of their territory again. Not what Country wants it, but certainly what Scotland wanted. Kicks to that far hill. As I said, there's
good kick.
A few people on that hill. So we're back underway now. Scott's taking that forward. Jared Anderson out there. Yeah, not a good pass there for Moran, but he did well to pick it up. This is Bell again. Hit heavily there by Cleveland McGee.
Well, there's a lot of dummy half running from Scotland. I think if they can get the ball out a little bit wider, they might be better off.
Looks like it's Lewis Clark that's come out there. He's moved into dummy half. He went for that scamper. Here's Thomas. Short pass. That's Bell. 20 metres out now from the Country line.
Last tackle.
So they go to the left side. Thomas. Nice little kick, but
there
it's
we are again.
popped up beautifully. Here we go. This looks like Riley Thomas again. Is he going to get run down? Scott's coming across in cover. So is Walker, but they're going to get there. Riley Thomas, another try for Country, and they hit the lead 14-10 with the kick to come.
Paul, 3 mistakes outside, 3 tries.
Yes, not what Coach Steve McCormack would be after from Scotland, but Riley Thomas, hasn't he got some pace?
Very good pace. Like I said, Cessnock boy, doing very well. Congratulations to him, and a good boy besides.
Well, Country get their third of the night. Here it is on the replay, and well, Oscar Thomas come across. His namesake just couldn't keep up with him, and great cover chasing here from Scott and Walker, but Riley Thomas just too quick. And,
yeah, good try.
So,
well, you win games by capitalising on mistakes. So 3 mistakes, 3 tries. That may be wide enough to run the ball out.
Could be. Putting a dummy half running maybe to come. So it's going to be Courier Potty from probably about 5 or so in from touch on that hillside.
I think he's gone out too far into this breeze because he'd have to try. I think he should be in about 10 metres and try to swing it in, but he's. I might be wrong, but I think he'll fall short.
So, good shot from our cameraman Kane on that far side. And, it's about a metre in from touch. Scotland boys. What can they do? Tough kick. He's basically kicking into the wind. It is a strong wind here at Ballina.
Coming straight off the sea.
Yeah. Taking his time in this conversion. So he strikes it nicely. It's looking good, but it's going to go across the face again. So it will remain 14 points to 10 to the country rugby league over Scotland here. And we've got about 7.5 minutes before half time. And still plenty of football left in both teams here. It's a few mistakes, but still some good football from both teams as well.
They've got a few people that come back to Scotland, I think Lachlan Coote.
Denny Broke,
and
Ruff, or wherever part
and
of
Luke
the country
Douglas.
you're from. Yeah, Luke Douglas, big front row. Phillips had an injury at training, I believe. And so
One got concussion.
Yeah, Callum Phillips. So
He
we're
might
back
have
on
run
the
into
feet.
the post, did he?
Back on the
Come
way.
on.
A kick down in the corner. Hickson to take it. And good contact there from Scotland. That was John Walker in the tackle. Very good hit. So country just bringing this out of their own territory now. So Hickson at dummy half, finds McGee, charges on it. Cleveland McGee, I didn't realise what a big human he was. He's a massive.
Some big boys.
So kicking that downfield again, and good take out there, that wind. So he almost overran it. That's Anderson getting through one, eventually wrapped up on halfway.
Paul, I think he's a Hunter Valley boy too, originally.
And Shane Toll. Here we go again. This is Walker. Pops it out the back. It almost went into the hands of Higgins there, but Lewis Clark was there to collect it. Walker at dummy half. Just a short ball inside to Moran. Kieran Moran. This is Walker. Went to shake the pass, they took it himself. So Kane Bentley's off the field and they don't seem to be going to the right as much. Thomas again. Grubbers stabs it down, but Gilmore's there to collect it. And is that almost a voluntary tackle from Jamie Gilmore, or has he gone down injured? Just seemed to collapse there on the ground in that corner. He's limping there. See him holding his boot. Well, it's not a good sign for the country fullback.
Yeah.
So referee checking his full time off here, just waiting for Gilmore to get some attention.
There's a Raywell Fatari looking after him there. Oh, now he's in a bit of pain. The doctor, Luke Dean's on his feet, so... Yep.
This doesn't look good for country. Jamie Gilmore said he had a good season for Lakes United. Their season finished up early in the semi-finals, but plenty of young stock there down at Seagull territory, down at Belmont. They're going to be a good side in years to come. Gilmore part of that. His teammate Cole Kennedy also on the side, Jacob Gagai. So referee checking calls time on again, back underway. Gilmore receives treatment back in the in goal. Jared Smith back out there. Maitland Picker's boy, that one's hit high. Bit of a rest there, and the boys go high. So
number 13.
Number 13, Johnny Walker. Try to stay away from the Johnny Walker puns.
Yeah.
Maybe a bit later on tonight.
He might be full of Scott.
So we're back underway. It's Freeman Key charging it forward up to the 40-metre zone. Jared Smith, dummy half, goes for a run for the Maitland Pickers. So having a chat to former teammate of his, Jake Hawkins. He believes he's afraid of dogs, Jared Smith. So he might tune into this later on, and or maybe one of his Pickers teammates, Dane Tills or Luke Dawn, can send us a message on Facebook on the Bar TV page and let us know what the story is with Jared Smith and dogs. He's in dummy half again now. This is Baker. So, Country setting up for something again on the right-hand side.
Kick over here.
Hickson. Crossfield bomb that's swirling. It's a spiral kick, but
well taken.
Good take there from Anderson, Jared Anderson. It's with the Sydney Roosters juniors last year, I believe. Thomas goes in at dummy half. Oh, he spilt the ball. Wasn't the best pass. And Scotland invite Country for another chance. Now we've got a penalty to Country. So a bit of back chat there. So not what the Scots need.
It don't look too good for Jamie McGee there.
Yes. Just out of picture, Jamie Gilmire's walked off down the sideline. So could be the end of his night. We'll wait and see who comes on. Roman Philippi is back out there for Country, the big number 8. So Cleveland McGee was looking at going at dummy half, but standing one off. So 9 metres out from the line now, Country. Out the back it goes to Hickson. This is Wheeler with the ball. Good tackle, wrapped up well. So they got numbers here again on the short side. Hickson goes himself, almost got through. Scott did enough to clip him. And they're about 5 metres out from the line now, Country. Goes centre field. McGee, what can he do? He puts it on the toe. And
work out all right.
Wilkinson's back there to clean it up. They'll just bat it over the back, and Country will get another set of 6.
Number 14, Lincoln Smith, too, has been treated for a facial injury by Dr. Luke and Ali, the physio.
Yeah, Lincoln Smith, also from the Maitland Pickers. Yet to see their third representative here tonight, Liam Foreman playing for Scotland. It's good to see the Pickers out there. So we're back underway. Baker will field it. It's Cleveland McGee. So we go to the short side again. Smith links up with Lawrence, finds Gagai. Gagai almost got through. He's looking to offload, but good tackle there from Walker. And Steen was there to help him out as well. Go back in, field, it's Baker, back into McGee. 10 metres out now from the line. Can Country get their 4th? Inside pass to Baker. The Scottish defence is there, waiting for it, was Bell and Halliwell. They go to the short side again, but the referee has seen a knock on. And, well, Scotland get out of trouble there. Country's starting to look good with the ball in hand.
A few little mistakes out in the creep into our play here, and a few little ordinary passes where we probably could have scored tries. Just anyway, hopefully in the second half we can pick that up and do better.
Well, a lot of these guys from both sides, they wouldn't have played a lot of footy over the last couple of weeks, especially the Country guys. No,
it's been difficult, and but there's a real good tackle.
Strong tackle from Baker, but Matt Chagan just saying hang on a bit too long. Bit of an extra effort, so all that good work was brought undone. So Thomas will kick for touch. It's not a bad kick, just short of halfway. So we've got a couple of minutes before half time. Can the Bravehearts get another try? So get on the board. They've already got 2 tries. Lewis a dummy half. Walker, good step inside there
very
from
good
Bell.
step.
No defence there. So here we go. It's the last play. Lewis is going to be wrapped up, and that'll be half time here at Kingsford Smith Oval here in Ballina. It's country under 23's 14 leads Scotland 10 here, and it's been an entertaining first 2 quarters, you have to say, Chuck.
Yeah, it's been good. Like I said, New South Wales country has scored 3 tries, but there've been 3 tries through their mistakes, and we've capitalised on their mistakes, and if they want to make mistakes, hopefully we'll score tries.
Well, it is half time here, 14 points to 10. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back with the last 2 quarters here at Kingsford Smith Park here in Ballina.
And of course, the Zavara Pavilion, the Merchant Road Pavilion is operating down at the northern end of the grandstand while starting half time. Probably an ideal time for you to go down and purchase and have a look at some of that merchandise. We would ask any children that are around the ground to make sure you stay off the ground, please, during the half time break. The only people that need to be out there is the children and that's the people. Loose ball. If you're on the ground and you can hear me, could you come to the broadcast area in the back of the grandstand, please? Isaac, loose ball. If you can hear me, could you come to the broadcast area at the back of the grandstand, please? If you're on the ground, can you come to the broadcast area, please? With a mini Isaac loose ball. Can you come to the broadcast area, please? double combination with 3 and 3. If you still have one of those winning tickets, can you please take it to the campaign to collect your prize? The double was 3 and 3. Now, see-through raffle, the winner was Elisa Hipper, and the 100 club ticket winner was number 73 and belongs to Buddy Moon. So those who have been claimed, but if you still have a double with some claim, can you take it to the campaign, please? And they will look after you. And once again, a reminder that if you want to purchase any of the merchandise, it's around the ground today, you can go down to the northern end of the grandstand, under the pavilion down here, Zabara. Z-I-V-A-R-A. It's selling the merchandise at the northern end of the ground, the Green City Servicing, and you've got merchandise. Of course, as they commence the half time of the second half, our countries are leading 14-10 over Scotland.
So welcome back to Kingsford Smith Park here in Ballina. Second half is about to get underway. Country's out onto the field. Good crowd is on hand here in Ballina for this match, and not just on the hill, but in the grandstand and the clubhouse behind us. Barbecue's going beneath us. Had a steak sandwich earlier today. I've always got to try, always got to sample the steak sandwiches at the local footy grounds.
Would have been better seafood.
Seafood, or I'll pass on that. But there was coleslaw on my steak sandwich. It's something different. It's good to come to a different group and try some different way of having a steak sandwich.
Well, Paul, that's where our volunteers come in. That's it. How good work they do. They're fantastic people. I don't matter what sport it is, but if you didn't have volunteers, we'd be in trouble.
Yeah, that's it, exactly. And there's plenty of volunteers here with the Ballina Seagulls doing a great job here for this event this evening. So, Gilmeier's off, but Jedediah Simickin's on. He's from the Queanbeyan Kangaroos. Look out for him in jersey, I believe he's in jersey 20.
Had a big game last week.
Yeah, he's had a great year under Coach Adam Gorrell down there at Queanbeyan Kangaroos. Just waiting for the Scottish boys to come back out onto the paddock. So you can hear that wind through our effects mic. It has picked up here quite a bit here. As you can see the crowd there, it's no room in that grandstand. The clubhouse there behind, there's plenty of spectators inside that clubhouse too.
Here comes referee checking, he's about there.
So there's Tori Freeman Key on your screen, the CRL Player of the Year. So here come the Scots back out onto the field for the second half. So 14-10. 5 tries in the first half. And Scotland's first try was a beauty down the right-hand side. And Country's tries, well, you could say they all come off Scotland mistakes.
I think you'll see Country get the ball, kick very early, get them down there and make Scotland try to work it away. With this breeze blowing right at the Country's backs. And yeah, good day to Charlie and Isaac and Joseph. I hope they're all watching and learning a bit out of this game.
So we're back underway. As Higgins takes it and is met by 3 Scottish defenders. Gagai will go into dummy half. And, beaters there from the number 19, McGee. Going through the hands again, Pody. Out the back to Tori Freeman Key. Tackle around the legs from the number 11, Wilkinson from Scotland. Pody kicking that down, finds the grass. It's not a bad kick, but I think it's going to go too deep in this with this wind behind, and Scotland will get a 20-metre restart.
That just showed you how strong that wind is, and like it hit the ground, just kept bouncing.
So at the Bravehearts will bring this out of their territory now.
7 tackles.
That's Walker. Lewis at dummy half. They go the right side. So it's very hard from our vantage point to pick up some of these numbers. That's Lewis going for a scamper from dummy half. Clark, I beg your pardon. Lewis Clark. I don't got Wally Lewis on the brain. I think that's what it is. Lewis Clark. That's Moran. So they come out to Thomas. Not a bad kick. It goes down. It's a tester, but Jake Wheeler takes it well. Scots are there in numbers. And,
he's gone back from winger to fullback to cover Goumet's injury. So.
Well, here's Simbican on the field now in jersey 20. So Sam Keenan's also out there from the Western Suburbs Rosellas. Halfback, had a good season, leading point scorer in the Newcastle Rugby League. So they go to the left side. Jake Lawrence, he's done this plenty of times.
He's got a bloke inside him.
He's got players both sides. Good pass. Back inside, and Gagai, is he going to get over for the try? Yes, he will.
Easy, yeah.
Well, I thought the play had broken down. It was a great bust from Lawrence. Through the pass to Kennedy. Kyle Kennedy throws it back into his Seagulls teammate in Jacob Gagai. And Jacob Gagai had a bit of work to do, eventually got over, and, well, Country start the second off in fine style.
Yeah, very good try.
So 18-10 with the kick to come.
Trouble is, Paul, all the tries have got down that side, and it's hard to see over there.
Yeah, it certainly is. A bit dark in that corner, but we'll do the best we can. As we see, Sam Keenan just come on the field. Lovely pass to Jake Lawrence. Done a lot of this for South Newcastle in the Newcastle competition. Tell you what, it was a bit of a dodgy pass, but Kennedy did well to pick it up, and Jacob Gagai there in support. Had a bit of work to do, and then slams it down for Country's 4th try of the night.
Made that a bit hard. That pass probably should have won the Gagai straight from Lawrence, and I think he would have got away. I don't think they would have caught him.
So it'll be Josh Baker to have a kick now. Certainly had some different kickers here tonight, Country. Strikes it well, straight between the sticks. So it's Country under 23's 20 leads Scotland 10 here. Just 4 minutes into the second half. So Scotland with a fair bit of work to do. It's a warm-up match before the World Cup. They travel up to Cairns tomorrow. Kick off their World Cup against Tonga. It's going to be a tough one. They've got a battle on their hands at the moment against Country. Kick off again, holding up in the breeze. A good take from Higgins. fella on the field. That's the number 10, Mitchell Shaw. Hardly from West Belconnen as well. And referee checking scene, a knock on. So not the best start for country after the try. So Scotland invited back into it. There's Luke Douglas on the hill. Scotland's big front rower on the hill, enjoying a night off. I think he hails from just down the road as well, Luke Douglas. Plenty of years with the Titans, the Sharks before that. We're back underway now. So that's Steen. Out there on the far side. Clark at dummy half. Helliwell. So a big opportunity for Scotland here. This is Walker. Johnny Walker bet there by Jared Smith. 5 out from the line, the ball's out the back, and referee Chekin says penalty. It's been raked out. So an extra set of 6 here for Scotland. So a few of the Scottish boys get some taped up on the sideline. We're back underway. 3 metres out from the line. They're banked up, but they go to the right side. This left side, they got the numbers set out for a play here by the looks of it. See what the Scots can do. Here's Thomas. Out the back, and Scots put it down. So they're building up, Scotland.
I think he had a little look there.
Disappointing end to that for Scotland. David Scott, the captain tonight. He's done some good things, and might have actually picked up a bit of an injury here. He stayed down on the ground. There it is. On the replay, Bar TV replay. I think he just lost sight of it. I've done that plenty of times in cricket in the slips, just lost sight of it.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Injury might be an embarrassment injury.
20 points to 10 here in this tour match for Scotland against country under 23s. You're watching this on Bar TV Sports. To all your local footy, East Coast of Australia. We've been everywhere the last couple of weeks. Rugby Union, AFL, but it's Rugby League here tonight. And Scott's on his feet, that's good. Good shot there of the Bravehearts. So we'll have a scrum, 15 out from country's line. So short side there, Smith, he saw something on, eventually just takes the tackle. Took the tackle from his teammate there, Liam Forlan, also on the field. And for the Scottish students in the World Cup, Liam Forlan. So we're back underway, so Potty out the back, good take from Keenan, short pass again to Lawrence. That looks like a move they've been working on at training, Keenan to Lawrence. So they go the short side again. This is Gagai, almost gets through the tackle. I said every time he gets the ball, he looks dangerous, Gagai. So they go to the air country through the beat at Keenan. It's not a bad boot at all. And Scott, he decided to let it bounce, and he's there to clean it up. So that's lucky stuff. But how strong is that wind?
Very strong, and that was a real good kick because it went above the lights.
Yeah, the light poles are very small here at Ballina. So Scotland now taking this out of their own territory. So they were after a good clash before the World Cup, and they've certainly got it here against country under 23s. It's fair to say they had a bruising encounter against Samoa last week.
I think it done us a world of good too. Just brought us on for this game, but I think Scotland's got a lot of work to do.
So Thomas kicks that down. It's fielded well by Kennedy. He's brought down on halfway. Keenan at dummy half. They go to the left side again. That's Wheeler. Smith at dummy half. Keenan. Hardy. Freeman Key wrapped up.
metre zone. We've got another injury here. Time off, calls Matt Checken. No, we're all right. We're all ready to go. And time back on again. So go through the hands. Keenan, half break there. Gets through the line. Links up with Kennedy. Oh, the ball's going everywhere. And another try to Jack Gagai. Well, Sam Keenan's looking very dangerous on that left-hand side since he's come on, and some great support play. And Country get another try and push their lead even further.
That was a very, very good try. Plenty of good backing up.
There's a few of the Country boys on the bench, happy with that result.
And that does win games, Paul. Back up and tackle.
It's a simple game, isn't it?
That's it.
So, Country boys, 24-10 with the kick to come. This one has probably been the easiest of the night, right in front of the post. Look at that pass from Lawrence there on the replay. Gagai backing up, scores his second for the night. Seams it down one-handed. So Sam Keenan right in front.
Yeah, that was a great pass from Jake Lawrence there, I think.
Beauty, yeah.
That's what I got my numbers right there, straight between.
So Keenan adds the extras, and it's now Country 26, Scotland 10. So 11 minutes to go in this quarter, and it's now starting to become a tough ask for Scotland. Still plenty of football remaining though. Back underway. Ball holding up in the breeze again. Bodie takes it on the full and gives that there to Brett Solomon on the field. Brett Solomon from the Tuggeranong Bush Rangers. Liam Higgins. Bodie again. Running to the line, wrapped up in the 40-metre zone. There's Bell on that tackle, along with Clark. So Smith finds a half gap, pops the pass, but it's gone down. And we'll have another scrum, so Scotland will get the ball back. That's probably what the doctor ordered for the Bravehearts.
Yeah, well, I think if he holds that pass, we're away again, probably score under the post there, because there's plenty of attacking coming up to support that player.
So your picture's being brought to you by Bar TV Sports. You want your competition covered, you know what to do. Go to the Bar TV Sports Facebook page or go to the website. Drop us an email, give us a call. Love to be involved with your local competition. That's Wilkinson taking it forward. It's met by 3 Country defenders, driving him back into Scotland's half. Bell out the back to Thomas, linking up with Fallen. That's Stain trying to get on the outside of Gagai, but good tackle, help there from Keenan. So they come the left side now. This is Andrew Bentley back on the field. Clark again to Thomas. It's out the back to Walker. Walker straightens and just takes the tackle. So 21 out from the line. Last tackle. They go the short side through Clark. And the Country's there to wrap him up, so it's not the best way to end a set of 6.
Yeah, very bad option.
Here's Simbican from dummy half. Country get away quickly. So looking for more points, as you would. Good charge there from Mitchell Shaw. Keenan. Out the back to Lawrence.
Just playing on the edge of the ruck there. There's plenty of gaps there.
Lawrence is having a good start to this second half. This is Liam Higgins, his teammate from South Newcastle. Keenan, he'll put this one high in the air using that wind. Nightmare for the fullback, but
Well
Walker,
taken.
Alex Walker, he takes it superbly and then offloads the pass. And that's number 20 there getting it away, and Thomas is wrapped up. Here we go again now for the Scots. That's Toll taking it up to halfway. Clark at dummy half. Oh, that forced pass look forward to Bentley. We are on a bit of an angle here, so we'll give the referee the benefit of the doubt, but now he's dropped the ball. So, Country come up with it again. O'Hagan at dummy half. This is Wheeler taking it up to halfway. And now we've seen a forward pass, so Scotland get the ball back. A few little errors there from both teams.
Yes.
So Liam Higgins has come off the field, and Josh Baker's come back onto the field, the number 13 for Country. So wherever you are in the world, I hope you're enjoying the coverage. Paul Arundel and Jock Anderson, we're doing the best we can.
Under extreme conditions.
Extreme
And someone who's half blind.
Are you talking about me or yourself?
No, me.
Back underway here. That's fallen there on the tackle. Big opportunity for Scotland here.
I think that wind's getting stronger here. Well,
As the temperatures drop down a bit. So, a bit of bash and barge there from Brooks, but Scotland get a penalty. Didn't like the tackle, the big front rower. Don't want to mess with him. We're back underway here. It's Wilkinson. Just short of the 20-metre zone. Scotland with a full set of 6. What can they do? Clark at dummy half. He's at the Brooks. That's Bell with a short pass to Bentley. Bentley tries to get it away, but eventually takes the tackle. So they go the short side. Clark gets away from one, but eventually wrapped up. 9 out from the line. And we get another penalty. So the penalty certainly helping Scotland here. Back on the way, Bentley, Andrew Bentley that is, takes it within 2 metres of the line. He's almost helped over the try line there. Thomas, inside pass to Brooks. He's put on his back, good tackle there. There's Baker in the tackle. Thomas, out the back to Walker, lovely pass. Well, the number 24, he gets over for Scotland. We don't actually have him on our team sheets. But Scotland get their 3rd try of the evening. And not a bad little play down that short side from the Bravehearts.
now it was always on. It was a fairly poor attempt too by Jed Simbican from Queensland Kangaroos. I thought he should have knocked him over, but however,
I'll take that one because I'll give Jedediah Simbican a rap all through the broadcast. So sorry, Jedediah, for that one. But, Scotland get their 3rd try. So Thomas, difficult kick from the sideline, metre in from touch.
didn't take much time, straight into it.
Kick is going to go straight across the face again. That breeze is very strong coming across the ground. So the score will remain 26-14. Nope. Scotland, they're still in it. Good try. Coach Steve McCormack will be just trying out a few combinations for this ahead of the World Cup.
Yeah, they've got a fairly big draw too, because I think they've got Samoa, New Zealand and Tonga, so it's going to be very difficult for them.
Yeah, and that's just gone out, so the restart, perfect start for Country. And how many times do you see this in football, the restart, and the teams who score the points just clock off for that moment?
I think they took it pretty ordinary there. They seemed to get back and they were waiting for the ball to bounce in their arms, and it went away from them.
That breeze is pretty strong. Maybe they got a whiff
Well,
of the barbecue.
If you have a look at them goalposts there, it's too good.
Well, they go for the short take. Freeman Key's taken it, and
Penalty, tackled in the air.
got his legs taken from underneath him, and Matt Jenkins says that's a penalty. So all this plays up the other end of the field. Not doing us any favours. Well, for country it's good. So back underway. That's Fepelai on the field. Country number 8. Hagen at dummy half. And short ball there. So Thomas is wrapped up with the ball. So they go to the left side again. Inside pass, that's to Kennedy, I believe. And they go to the left side again. So there's something brewing here. McGee puts it on the toe, and it's a try. Looks like it's a try.
No try.
No try.
Offside.
Offside. Well, it was a lovely little kick from Cleveland McGee. And, well, country just unlucky there. Offside. They just jumped the gun. The referee and the linesman in good position to rule on it. So Scotland dodge another bullet there. So scoreline 26-14 to Scotland. Sorry, to country. And the Scots would be wishing it was the other way around. They've got another opportunity to post points. Short of the halfway line now. That was Brooks.
Under a minute to go to three-quarter time, so it's up the country just to hold them out here to the last tackle and hopefully get the ball and just put them away to the half-time, as a quarter-time siren goes.
Borland puts it on the toe, goes down into the corner. I'll tell you what, they're sprinting through here, the Scots, but
a good chase.
Back there to pick it up, and that'll be three-quarter time. A bit unusual saying that, but three-quarter time here, and it is country 26, Scotland 14 here at Ballina, Kingsford Smith Park. Beautiful little ground here, up here on the north coast.
A lot of mistakes in that quarter. I think if we can minimise our mistakes, we can go away and probably have a comfortable victory, but probably a little bit of fatigue's coming into it, a bit of breeze and possibly the lighting.
Yeah, it's all happening here. Well, it's bush footy at its best, isn't it, really?
Of course it is. You have to play the conditions.
That's it.
And both teams have to play it.
Could be worse. They could be at Bilbao Oval at Glendale and have to dodge the potholes.
Correct, yes.
Apologies to Ross Johnson, the curator down there, if he's listening. Just throwing him under the bus. So that's Freeman Key on your screen there. He's got a bit of a shine.
He has got one, yeah.
So great pictures here from Bar TV Sports, right amongst the country boys. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast. As I say, get in touch with us if you want your competition covered. We love covering bush footy.
Sam Keenan out there, and his grandfather was a top footballer for Newcastle player. Paul Marnie, household name around South Newcastle, and a very good friend of Les Johns, the legendary Les Johns. He's up here watching his grandson play, so a lot of parents have come all the way from Canberra and Bega and Barb from Bega down there. They're all watching this game, and we do thank all them people too, because it's great that we get all these people around who are volunteers, and without them we wouldn't have games.
That's certainly right. If you're tuning into the broadcast and you want to volunteer for a club, just head down to your local club. So you want to get involved. Clubs are always after a hand. Certainly plenty of good volunteers tonight here at Ballina. Doing a great job. Seagulls, the premiers up here in the Northern Rivers this year. Minor and major premiers in first grade and 18s. We're back underway here. This will be the last quarter. And Scotland got a bit of work to do as Fepelai takes it forward over the 20-metre zone. Hagen in dummy half. It's Freeman Key take it up the 30-metre zone. Scots wrestling, trying to get him on the ground. They eventually do. So that's Baker. Country pretty comfortable at the moment. 26-14 ahead of the Scots as it goes through the hands. And I'll tell you what, they got some pace to burn out there. Jake Wheeler, Kyle Kennedy, Riley Thomas, he scored a couple early on. There's Alex Walker now taking it back for Scotland. Good runs. He's got through the line of defence. He's got support, but runs past him. You might need it, Alex Walker. He's run away, and eventually he's wrapped up on the 40-metre zone there from Baker. So good start from Scotland this last quarter. Oh, and it's been put down from Moran. I've just given him the kiss of death. So
it was on too. I think another pass and they might have been away. It was a very good run by Walker, was it? Yeah, very good run. He's run 50 metres, so he's got back to where they kicked it from and probably a little bit better, and very encouraging by the Scotland side.
I'm just looking at Alex Walker in background for Scotland. He was just hanging on to just the lower leg there. Is it a hamstring problem or something? The way I judge things, it's probably a shoulder, but he's packed in at lock for Scotland, so hopefully Alex Walker's okay for Scotland's tilt for the World Cup. Back underway, Country got the ball again. So it's Lincoln Smith taking it forward. Just short of halfway. This is Fepelai. Good run from Fepelai. Big unit from South Newcastle. Josh Baker throws it out the back, but Wheeler's there to clean it up.
He's had a fair game, Wheeler, since he's been back to fullback.
He certainly has. And McGee again puts it on the toe.
Oh, out the full.
Out the full. So
another little mistake. And
what would both coaches be looking for at this stage of the game?
Oh, I think that New South Wales Country would be probably minimise their mistakes and get it down there and try to get another 6 tackles and keep them down there, and hopefully they'll come open up and score a try. And I think what Scotland has to do, they have to start to throw it around just like that and hopefully score a try and get right back in the game.
Well, got something going then, but the play broke down, but the Scots, what can they do? This is Jared Anderson, 35 out from the Country line.
I think he's 30 too, this winger here.
Through the hands again. That's Bentley in the headgear. Easy to pick up. Andrew Bentley, that is, and Kane Bentley at dummy half, runs across the short side. Good pass, that was to Helliwell.
He's got it back. He's been the difference since he's come back on the field, Bentley.
8 metres out from the line now, Scotland. Chance to post more points. This is Thomas. He'll put it up in the air. Will it hold up in the breeze? Simbikins underneath it and takes it beautifully. So we'll go to the 20-metre zone for a restart. Gets us back underway. He's almost through the defensive line. He's dangerous, Simbikin. Geez, I'm glad he took that. I'll give him a wrap.
Yes.
Here we go again. There's space here for Liam Higgins. Walker's there to wrap him up, and Walker might have picked the ball up as well on a one-on-one strip. No. Higgins has got it. Slow play the ball. We get a penalty. Excuse me.
Referee checking, just waiting for the other referee to come there. Unfortunately, there's not one there, but yeah.
So
they'll have to get used to that for the World Cup.
Yeah, it's. I wouldn't like to be a referee.
No.
Couldn't pay me enough to be. They do a great job. All referees at all levels, especially country rugby league. Referees do a great job. It's a thankless job. We're back underway. This is Mitchell Shaw. Now 20 out from the Scotland's line. Party's had a good game at 5'8". That's not a bad pass out there to Keenan. This is Jake Wheeler now with the ball. Wheeler's gone straight through him and he'll go into the post.
Straight underneath the uprights.
Jake Wheeler, he's had a blinder of a game. And that'll wrap it up for country, you'd have to say. 28 points to 14 with a kick to come under the post. About 15 minutes remaining in this match. Jake Wheeler just too strong. He had a lot of players to beat.
He's had a great game since he's gone back to fullback, and he's playing right on the wing.
So,
I think he'd be one of the he'd be in contention for player of the match.
Having a look at the
I have to
replay.
pick it.
You have to pick it.
Yeah.
There you go. Inside knowledge here on Bar TV Sports.
Yeah. We'll give it to you first.
Great pick up. And good start from Country.
What do they say now, Paul? Breaking news.
Breaking news.
Breaking news, yeah. At the present time, he's in front.
So, I thought I had some breaking news the other day with Garth Brennan being announced as the Titans coach.
Stockton boy?
Yep. Gold Coast Titans, home base, only 2 hours up the road.
Yeah, that's great. And good luck to him.
So Baker adds the extras. So you heard the ground announcer there. Country 32, Scotland 14.
All the boys from SLE Insurance next door having a good time.
Yeah, it's a interesting corporate suite the CRL have put on for their sponsors. Probably one of the best corporate boxes I've ever seen. Scaffold carpet.
Yes.
Is this McGee?
And holes in the roof if it rains.
Yeah. So Hickson's back out there
Oh,
on the
good
field.
pass.
That's Shaw. Good pass there from Solomon. We'll go to the left side again. Keenan linking up with a party. Gets outside of his man. That's Scotland there and numbers to wrap up. It's very hard to see over that far side. We'll do the best we can. Hickson. Dummies. Goes back to Keenan. Keenan throws a dummy and he's wrapped up there. Helliwell over the top. Go to the short side again. They're not doing the commentary box any favours by going short over that far side.
Last tackle.
Here we go again with Keenan. He'll put this. Well, it's not a bad kick. It's a perfect kick for Cleveland McGee. Country get another one. Sam Keenan threads it through to the defence. And Cleveland McGee's there to score.
Jack Hickson and Kirtland, they're both very good players, and they've had great games here tonight.
So has Cleveland McGee's had a great season with Woden Valley Rams. Featured a couple of times in our highlights on Bar TV throughout the year. Gets himself a meat pie. 36-14, the Country boys, they'll be Josh Cale and Adam Perry, they'll be extremely happy with this result.
There's Rory just on the sideline here. Yeah, he's got a bit of a shiner. They say you have to win them to wear them.
So Baker's got the kicking duties again. Here's a crowd enjoying their bush footy with a touch of international flavour here tonight here at Ballina. Not a bad place to be, that grandstand. As Baker adds the extras. So Country extend their lead. It's, as we said early in the broadcast, Scotland have got a lot of their big players, big name players out tonight. So giving a lot of their fringe players the opportunity here tonight. And they're still working out a few combinations. But good effort from Country. It'll be Thomas to get us back underway here. Just under 10 minutes remaining in this fixture as it goes down the far side again. So Country, will they be trying to get the 40? Or they'll be happy with this? That's Mitchell Shaw. Smith at dummy half. It's a good run there from the other Smith.
Starting to get a little bit tired, Scotland, and starting to open up a fair bit.
So how's McGee?
Forward pass.
So there's been a few forward passes, especially after a try has been scored. The team receiving the ball from the restart. They just let a mistake happen. It's happened a lot here this evening.
Yeah, well, like I said, I think they're starting to get, both sides are starting to get a little bit tired, and I thought the officials could let that one go. It could have been a hometown decision. You would have thought they would let it go.
Well, maybe it's a hometown decision with McLean just down the road. Apparently it's recognised as the Scottish town.
Oh, righto. There's quite a few people here with kilts on and
we had
having a good time. Yep.
The Ballina Bagpipe boys here earlier on, playing a few tunes. Good short ball there, but the defence is there. That was Westman wrapped up.
There's Andrew Ryan running the sideline here. He looks as fit as anything.
Maybe get him out there. Plenty of caps for Australia.
Oh, they've dropped the ball.
But Scotland spill the ball again. And Shaw will just run this back to the 20-metre zone.
Scotland won't be able to do this against good teams. Too many mistakes.
So Keenan a dummy half. Is it the McGee?
Good quick play of the ball. Penalty. Offside.
We've got another penalty here. Smart thinking from Jared Smith from dummy half. Someone in the crowd yelling to get their son on the field.
Yeah, that's Brad. He's the principal of SLE Insurance, our major sponsor here tonight.
So Lawrence back on the field, that far side. Been one of country's best. This is Lincoln Smith. There you go, the short side again. They like it out there. It's Lawrence. Jared Smith, the short side. Linking up there. It's very hard to see the numbers out there on that far side.
They keep going that side.
Yeah. Come back this way now. This is Hickson. Cut out pass to Baker. Thomas got him to the ground, but eventually he's helped there by Clark. Last tackle now for country. They go to the right side for Hickson. He puts it on the toe. It's not a bad kick. It's weighted beautifully. It's going to beat everybody over the dead ball line, and we'll come back to the 20-metre for a restart. So Scotland running this back for the restart. And met heavily there by number 10, Mitchell Shaw. He's had a good game up front. Mitchell Shaw, also Brett Solomon. Scotland now making some good metres out of dummy half. The country's just gone off the pace a bit, but they've got the game wrapped up, so they can be forgiven for that. Clark at dummy half, goes out the back to Thomas. He'll put this one high. It's going down. Oh, there's Kyle Kennedy out there. He's spilt that one.
Held up in the wind a little bit, and it dropped fairly quick there. It dropped on him. He wasn't probably in position. Maybe not a fullback.
So maybe one last chance for Scotland in this game. We've got about 5 minutes remaining in this match. Boys will take their time with this. What will they do tonight? Will they go back, have a few drinks, both teams, are they? Or?
Yeah, I think they'll have a presentation after the game, and it's been a pretty good week here. We've had a civic reception, and we all got together and had exchanged a few gifts, and also had a meal together, and it's been pretty good. And I think there's been quite a few things like schools and different other things that they do, and it's been pretty good. So it's been good for Ballina Rugby League and the Ballina community.
Well, here we go now. Dummy half goes himself, but the country brick ball's there again. Ran a dummy half. Goes out to Fallen, puts it on the toe, and Kennedy's
he went the wrong way.
He's there to clean up. I think he's going to get out.
No.
So Scotland showing something.
I think
he
slipped there. If he might have slipped, he might have got out of there. But
Lewis Clark there on your screen. Country will take their time here with the restart. Oscar Thomas there on your screen. He's had a fair game for Scotland. Been one of their best.
Oh, that's bad. That's a penalty. Yeah.
Well, the commentator's curse has struck again. I apologise to Oscar Thomas.
I think I called that before the referee did. I don't think you can see it.
It
was a touch unlucky.
Nightmare there for Scotland. So Country get a restart. Back underway with Keenan. Makes a quick tap. Wrapped up on halfway. Hickson. Inside pass to Shaw. It's wrapped up there halfway again. So no metres really gained there from that play.
Oh.
Nice one there for Solomon. Jared Smith, assists to Hickson, steps back inside, gets past a couple of defenders. Good tackle around the low, ends up bringing him down. That was from Moran. So they go to the left side now through Keenan. Keenan, lovely pass, but the defence was equal to the task. So Shaw goes from dummy half. What will he do? He's put it on the chip.
Oh.
And it's been picked up in the 21. I think that's Kennedy's gone in underneath the sticks. Country will finish the night with another try. It's now 42-14 with a kick to come.
I think Andrew Ryan nearly scored that try. He jumped around him and gave him a cuddle. And that goes to show you how passionate these people are. As a matter of fact, I might change my mind and give Andrew the man of the match.
Yeah, he's done a good job running the water tonight, hasn't he?
Yeah. Been great.
Well, we've got no jersey 21 here, but I'm pretty sure it was Kyle Kennedy up there. I think the ground announcer's a bit confused on who he's doing. So it's been a comedy of errors up here in the commentary box, and the ground announcers with the right team sheets.
21.
21. So I think it's Kyle Kennedy. He's got the short haircut. Anyway, Josh Baker to add the extras. It's going to be Country, 44-14, you would think.
That was a nice little kick by Mitchell Shaw.
Yeah, front rower getting in.
If it didn't come up, you tell him not to kick again. But I think that goes to show you that we are, and this Country are playing with a bit of luck.
Through the sticks, and it's now 44-14. Just under a minute remaining in this contest. So, Country done well after a big hit out with Samoa.
Half a minute. Ring a siren early.
Back underway for the, I think one of the final plays of the match. Well taken from Lincoln Smith. Ball could have gone anywhere, but luckily enough, right into the hands of Lincoln Smith. Jared Smith at dummy half. It's Mitchell Shaw. Throws out the back, picked up well from Hickson. Here's Jedediah Simicon down the sideline. He's got support the inside from Hickson, and Hickson's going to race away, as you know. He's got support from Riley Thomas. That's the match. Country finish off 48-14. Lovely try to finish the game here in Ballina. Super try from Riley Thomas. Is that his third or his fourth?
Third, I think.
So, what a way to end for Country here. Now is a pressure kick. Pressure kick to make it 50.
I'm going to let Paul say that, but
Jedediah Simicon.
He made the break and passed inside, and the Scotland player that came across, what number was he?
It was Alex Walker at fullback, and Wilkinson just didn't have the pace, but Riley Thomas finishes off a great night. That was the siren in the background. It's full time. We're still waiting to see if the kick is going to be Josh Baker. It's going to attempt to add the extras. So Baker to try and finish off a good night for Country under 23s. Strikes it beautifully. So Country under 23s have defeated Scotland 50-14 here at Ballina. Convincing win. Great effort from Josh Cale's boys. It's been a great night here from the Country Rugby League. And a great turnout from the Ballina locals. Jock, it's been a great evening. Can you give us a scoop for the man of the match?
Well,
are you allowed to? Have I put you on the spot?
I am allowed to because I think I'm the only one picking it. However, I think there's three people. I'd say Riley Thomas. Riley Thomas.
You've lost your notes.
I've lost my notes. I can't see them. Jake Wheeler. And for his performance when we scored the try before last, Andrew Ryan. So I'm not too sure. No, but great performance, and thanks to the people of Ballina and especially all our viewers who are watching the game and supporting Bar TV. It's great. So just keep tuning in, and I don't matter what it is. Hopefully we can go on next year and maybe go to, if we go to Papua New Guinea, you can come up there and I'll give you a hand.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Papua New Guinea. Well, it's been a great night. I hope you enjoyed it. This is Bar TV Sports, one of the biggest live streaming sporting companies, I'd say, in the world. You'd have to, wouldn't you? Hey?
Yes, that sounds good.
It's been a pleasure to call the game here at Kingston Smith Park here in Ballina. As Paul Arundel, I've stepped in at short notice with Jock Anderson. I think we've got through it okay, unscathed, but it's been a good night. Country getting the points, 50-14 over Scotland. We're about to sign off.